that is a wrap. 10 months at sea on board the Island Princess has now come to an end. My contract is over. I've just finished my last stint in the office, and I'm now getting ready to go home. My suitcases now have to go through security. I've got to go through a few sign-off formalities. I have to completely close the office down. I've got to take all my stuff with me home. It's been a long contract. I have thoroughly enjoyed this contract. There's been some amazing places that I've been to. I've been here for that long. I thought it'd be kind of interesting if I added up all my numbers and all my statistics of what I've done this contract. It's a little bit mad. So I've done 285 days at sea, this contract. 285 days I've been on this ship. I've visited 171 ports of call. 171. That is absolutely amazing. That is such a high number. I mean, I look back at some of the places that I've been to. I don't even know what my favorite would be. I thoroughly enjoyed Sydney, returning to a place that I once used to call home. I really enjoyed Sydney. I thought Komodo Island was a really cool port. There's not a lot there in terms of infrastructure. You go there for the massive dragons, and seeing something that big and that deadly really close to you is really kind of interesting. They're a very unique animal. So I thoroughly enjoyed Komodo Island. I went there with my friends. I had like a private tour. Komodo was great. I must admit, I also enjoyed Greenland. Greenland was also very unspoilt, very, raw and natural. I remember making a video, and I remember I said to you all, I've never heard silence in my life until Greenland. So that was very unspoilt. And I touched an iceberg. I managed to touch an iceberg that was taller than our ship. Greenland was amazing, and the scenery as we cruised down the Prince Christian Sand Strait was just to die for. The Panama Canal was brilliant. I enjoyed Dubai. Dubai was an overnight call during the world cruise. Massage I had in Thailand, that was wonderful. Petra, oh my gosh, Petra, the ancient city of Petra in Jordan, that was wonderful. Suez Canal was great. Liverpool, when my family came on. There's been so many ports, I can't even pick my favorite one. So yeah, that was just about, 8 of the 171 that I managed to visit. I visited 41 countries. 41 countries. Almost a quarter of the world. Or almost, well, yeah, it's a quarter of the world, basically, that I've seen. In one contract, don't forget. Again, this is why I chose this ship. This ship, Island Princess, just does the best itineraries because she's a small ship. She can do these really small niche ports of call. I've done 16 cruises. Now that doesn't sound like a lot. It sounds like even less when you consider that the world cruise is broken down into 4 segments. So 4 cruises of those 16 was the world cruise. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but I suppose the Island Princess does like lots of long niche different cruises, so that's an interesting statistic. And I've done 6 of the 7 continents around the world. So yeah, I can't say I've not seen places. I would actually say that this contract has been better than my first contract. Now, your first contract is always supposed to be the best one because you're introduced to this whole new lifestyle. I can honestly say my second contract, I think, was better than my first one. In terms of today we were in Le Havre, which is the port you use in France for Paris. I did go off for a little bit today, very wet, very windy, like really, really windy. I was on the electric scooter thing before, and I felt like I was being blown off course by the wind. It was that strong. It was a little bit mad. I went to the crew recreational area last night as New Zealand were playing South Africa in the Rugby World Cup, and South Africa won the Rugby World Cup. Usually I wouldn't give a hoot. However, half this ship seems to be South African, and there was a big raving party last night as they won the World Cup. So it was a really good night yesterday in the crew rec. I now have to go back. I have to go and finish off packing my bags. I've got to go through a security scanner. I have a meeting with my team, a very important meeting in the crew bar. I'm going to buy us all a to celebrate our wonderful time together. I'm really, really going to miss this ship when I go home. I'm also going to really, really miss the food. Now, the food we have on board this ship is just immense. It's so good. The amount of times that I go to the crew mess just to have a salad, and then I get there and they throw, chicken wings at you, and they throw baked Alaskas at you. And what did I have today? Today I had, it was like pesto, ricotta, ravioli with like almonds and Parmesan cheese. It was just like, where does this come from? I want it in my mouth. I love pesto. So again, that was my salad today, turned into pesto. So the food is just outstanding. I need to have a break from all this delicious food. I need to start going on a diet when I go home. Final piece of news today is that I got a tip. One of our lovely guests gave me a tip today. I helped him out with with an Alaskan lodge. We do these lodges in Alaska. We do a cruise. You can do like a 5 to 10 day stay in a lodge where you go and see the bears and all that kind of stuff. So yes, a wonderful day. Bittersweet. I am sad to go home, but I'm happy to go home. I'm sad to leave my job and my friends and the food, but I'm happy to go home and just be with my family. Looking forward to seeing my little nephews again. Looking forward to seeing my mum. My grandparents, don't see them for a while. I'm looking forward to going to the pub with my friends, and my cousin gets married in about a month, and of course I will be going to see Alejandra at some point in Mexico if time allows me to. I have a 2-month vacation. It's not long, really. I have a lot to do in those 2 months, and then, as I say, I come back for the 2024 World Cruise, and we get to go again. So yes, I am running out of time. I've got to go pack my second suitcase. I'm going to go through security, and I'll see you tomorrow at Southampton train station. I'm catching a train home, so I'll see you tomorrow in Southampton as I leave the ship for the last time.